Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the first tree. You join me with a much more somber, quiet forest as the beautiful piano and strings track has mostly faded away because I did have a drink of water between episodes. However, I'm sure I'll be back shortly. If you haven't watched last week's episode, be sure to go back and give it a watch. It was quite an emotional story about a guy coming to terms with the loss of his father and how badly he treated his father in certain ways, despite the fact that the father seemed like he was very supportive. So we'll see what this what this game and ending's gonna have for us. But yeah,
I need to go to bed. I just can't talk about this anymore. Good night.
so he's saying, right, that he is he was pointing out that he like it's first like, oh, his dad is dying. Then it suddenly became his dad is dead. Now does that mean his dad is actually dead, or does it mean that, like, you know there are multiple options, but I don't think we have any information to tell what. I guess we'll find out later. Could be anything from he's on death's door to in a coma to any number of other things, I suppose. But I guess we'll find out. Or what if the dad's long dead, but maybe he's dying too? Oh wow.
Joseph, you can't go to sleep feeling like this. I'm sorry for everything, and I know you need space, but I'm here for you. You don't need to feel so lost. Joseph, have I ever told you what my mother was like?
Oh. It's so dark and like emotional. I feel bad even talking over it. Is that a deer? Or another fox? It's like a deer. It's very cute, whatever it is. Oh, yeah, it is a deer. Oh, dear.
You know what it's like not to have a mom at home. And you know how hard that made my childhood. What helped me was watching the birds in the morning before the school bus came. I thought that my mother was one of those birds, and it made me want to be free like her. My mom taught me how to fold origami cranes while she was in the hospital. So I told myself I would fold one every day until I could fly myself.
And that's when my addiction started. There's a deer as well, but it feels like there's something else on the island as well. Maybe a campfire or like a log, like a stump. No, a ball in a bag, and a xylophone maybe.
I think we both have always loved animals. And for me, that love started with a
Aw.
dog. Sometimes this Rottweiler would come up to our property line and wait at the fence for me, but only once in a while. I was sure to check every day immediately after school, and it usually ended in disappointment. I would even steal money from my passed out dad just so I could buy these off-brand dog biscuits. Even when she did stop by, she never went beyond the fence. Why was she so scared?
Aw. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit from the partner slash wife. See, the fact he said the grandchild that we may not have implies I think something's happening to him as well.
I think my dad was the opposite of your dad in almost every way, except he was in the military as well. He coped with alcohol of every kind. The trailer started falling apart, he got angry, and I withdrew. More and more I became the weird, quiet kid who made lots of origami birds and carried talk biscuits around. I think we were pretty similar when it came to being the weird kids. And that same sincerity in college was one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
Aww. Sounds like her dad was not nearly as good as his. I kind of got that from the passed out dad line before, but the bottles were very direct. Especially the cracked ones.
Life got worse and worse. And at one point, I really didn't think I could survive another day with my soul still intact. I had no real friends, let alone neighbors, since we lived in the middle of nowhere. I should have talked to my teacher, but I was scared what he would do if he found out. As I waited for the school bus one morning, I walked around until I found something in an abandoned shed. Something I can't put into words.
Her story sounds a lot darker than his. Like, not to compare stories, obviously everyone's trauma is like valid. But damn, she sounds like she had a harsh childhood.
I summoned courage I didn't know I had, and I broke into my dad's room and found the key to the shed where he had locked my bike. I'll never forget that feeling. The wind rushing by my ears as the sun rose over fields of wheat. I was flying for the first time.
Why would you
I
look?
as far as my legs could take me until I found a house that felt friendly and that felt like home. Those strangers helped me in so many ways. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have found my foster family. And if it wasn't for my parents, I wouldn't have met you.
I was gonna say, why would the dad lock up the bike? But it sounds like it was to try and stop her from escaping. It also sounds like she very much did escape, and he didn't come back to try and find her, which implies that either he didn't care or wasn't capable. Oh dear.
You have strength, Joseph, and you're not as alone as you think.
It's all just so pointless. Just waiting for life to happen. It's like having the home I always wanted is cursed out of my reach. The thought of being a parent myself. How could I do that when I couldn't even be a good son? I'm sorry. I know what you're saying. I just don't know how things will work out. These quiet hours will turn into years. We'll wonder which roads passed us by.
Then we'll forge a new road together. Besides, I discovered for myself that one fateful morning where any hopeful road leads to. There may be thorns and mist, but it always leads to the same thing.
And what's that?
Family.
I'm so glad that you're part of my family, Rachel.
And I'm glad you're part of mine.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was nice. Sad, but nice. There's still more things around to find though. There's toasters and... Is that a... Yeah. Okay. Refrigerator. Yeah, I think sometimes, I guess, people have what the other person needs. And sometimes it's hard to see that at the time. And at the moment, this guy is just seeing a pit of nothingness that he can't get out of, which doesn't really help anyone, of course. Not even himself. I guess that's how we deal with things. Oh. What's this? His amazing rabbit drawing talents come back. And the fox. The dad in the military. A deer. Another fox. I'm guessing the picture of Rachel, maybe. I wonder if this side is about him, if the other side is going to be about her. It's like there were two sides to this like area. This side was definitely more him. Like we had the American flag on the refrigerator, and we had all the artworks which clearly is him. I wonder if the other side of the canyon will be her story, or will it not be, because as far as we know, this game is primarily about him, and the only sequence which we had her telling a story was sort of like a completely unrelated sort of a feeling and motif. So it'd be interesting to see where we're going with this, to be frank. I was just looking around for more shiny things. But that's my life in a nutshell, you know? Just love shiny things. Guessing we're to go in there. But first of all, I just want to check over here. Because like I wonder if one side is one and one's the other. It's interesting that there seems to be things out on the water as well. Oh wait, no, those would just be the that would just be the story, right? The one that she told before. Like that would have to be the mounds from where we were running with the following of the deer. We are still in the same area after all. There's some up there, and there's some over here. Okay. There's nothing over here though. Apart from a couple of shiny things, which is good too. I like shiny. Like shiny's good. But like there's no... Oh wait, never mind. There is in fact the American flag, which gets rid of the whole gun. I don't know if there's any specific symbolism to that, or if it's just because he was in the military. But the fact it was a pistol might mean something. I don't know if it's related to her story or not. I don't think so though. Because her dad doesn't exactly seem the most patriotic sort. It's not based on the storyline we heard. I guess he was in the military too, so... Yeah, this stuff seems very unrelated to what we've already seen, so... Okay. And I don't remember there being a fireplace in the story so far either, so... Oh well. We're also nearing 100 little shiny things, so... Yeah. Now, if the music stops before I even explore this area, I'm gonna be like, oh, I did the wrong thing. Yeah, definitely. Definitely spent a little bit too long walking around here. Oh, no, never mind, we're fine. We're fine. They did expect me to do this. If they're looping the music, we're okay. It's not like that dark, depressing corridor where they're just like Well, you took too long to walk down here. Well, utter silence. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. We know where we're going. There's a couple of shiny things up here. I'm guessing this goes into the central area. Hey, collect 100 stars. Cool. That's another achievement. So yes, I'm guessing we have to go back to where we were going to go in. Ooh. Oh, deers. Oh dear. Oh, I love deers. Oh. Oh. Okay. Excuse me for a second. Hello. I love you, dear. I love you too, dear. I need to make sure I tell all the deers I love them. Oh God, there's so many deers. I love you. 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 Oh, there's so many deers. This is great. Oh, I love you. 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 Oh, love you too. Come on. All right. Okay. Hi. I love you. I love you. Aww. Oh, wait. Where are you going? Don't fall. Yeah. Your parents would... Okay. Look, I love you. I love you. I realize you may not, like, feel the same way, guys, but, like, come on. I hope they love me. I love you. 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 Oh, look at this little boy over here. I love you. Aww. There's so many deer. Oh dear, these guys are like picking a... Okay, never mind. I was going to say you guys are like merging into a giant deer mound or something. Okay. You guys have to be careful with your antlers. They're huge. I love you. Love you. Love you. Oh, you are absolutely adorable, aren't you? Look at that face. Look at those ears. Oh, I love you so much. Okay. Ooh, there's more. Oh, I love you. I love you. Love you over there too. I love you and I love you. Oh. Oh, that was great. Oh, dear. That was fantastic. Okay. I could easily stay in the deer sanctuary for the rest of this game. Maybe that's where most of the playtime comes from this game. You're like, oh yeah, it takes about the average person about 10 hours to beat this game. It's like, why is that? Well, most people spend 8 hours in the deer sanctuary. Like, okay, fair. Very, very fair. Completionist playthrough. Unlimited. Live in the deers. Become one with the deers. Can't help but notice there's like a noise in the wind. I don't know if that's meant to be the deer or if it's something crying out for help. I don't know. I love those deers. I feel like going back to say I love you to deers some more. But no, that would make for the best video ever. Just be me like, oh, I love you, dear. Just the whole time. Gotta remember double jump exists. Alright, let's go. Don't like jumping. Actually, I love jumping, but like I don't like jumping puzzles. And it's really a jumping puzzle, I realize, but like it is jumping to get to the next area. Neat. Okay. Whew, we are fine. We're A-okay. I don't see any other lines I missed, so it's okay. Okay. Yeah, that's now round number again, 110. This could mean we're about to change sequence. Yes, it is. Okay, good, good. My theory about round numbers in every area may be holding up water. Oh. Oh no.
The fox knew her last cub would be waiting for her at
Oh,
the
fudge!
first tree.
No!
She was almost there. The rain cascaded onto the jade
Oh.
valley where the entrance to the tree was.
Oh wait, never
Life
mind.
was protected there, because that's where life began. It was now only a mother and a daughter left.
Oh.
Items from my life still dotted the ground as she moved closer to her destination and destiny.
I just really hope I didn't miss a light there. I don't remember this one further up. I don't know if there was or not, but I kind of want to scar and jump up here and find out because... Okay, I'm guessing with how easy it is for me to jump up here that no. In fact, that is not actually the way we're meant to go because it feels like it's too easy. If they wanted to be assholes, they would have been assholes. I don't think that's what this game's about. I mean... Besides the arsehole of like forcing me to look at multiple dead cubs, like that's kind of a bit of a dick move, yeah. Are fox cubs called fox cubs? Is there something else for baby fox? I think they're fox cubs. All right. Well, shiny. Lots of shiny. Also, that's a big precarious rock. You are not allowed to fall. There we go. One. It's interesting. All the mechanics they've shown us throughout this game, like so far, there's been very temporary. Oh. There's a house. Or something. Is that going to be his childhood home or so? Guess we'll find out. So far the game itself hasn't been too related to the story we've been being told. It's sort of like just... Like, we could just listen to this story and we've had about the same emotional impact so far, but...
At the end of high school, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Drive. I looked into the best architecture schools on the West Coast and got a dose of reality when looking at other students' portfolios and the high cost of tuition. I still wanted to be something, to be the next Alvaro Siza, and to make those thousands of sketches worth something in my grand history. But now even an internship sounds impossible. Siza helped me understand how essential emotion is in architecture. And he also said light is the real composer of space. I like to think these glints of light, like not finding a job or even a strange dream about a fox, are something I should be thankful for. Even if the illuminated space is something I'm less than comfortable with.
Interesting. Yeah, but besides the various like different things that have been around, just like sitting around, there hasn't been too much linked directly with the storyline what Fox is doing. Like obviously it's good, it's a good natural pacing element, like that goes without saying. But there hasn't been too much direct, like this is related to the story. Which is fine. But yeah. Interesting. Oh well. I guess we'll go see what that house is. I thought I saw a shiny light over here, but like, yeah, not so sure. Let's see. I think it might just be the shine of the actual, like rain of sorts. Like, I know there was one over here. I saw that. There's also, I think you can see a light in the distance over there as well. So we've definitely got lights around to aim towards, which is good. I'm guessing that house is not related to him, although maybe it is, because it actually looks like the lumber mill. It's a lumber mill at least, so Yeah. If it's like the first tree, this is where it all began. Maybe it's literally about traveling back to where he was a child.
My dad was super supportive with my college plans. To a point. Things were okay until this terrible accident happened. I guess a forklift flipped over due to a bad axle, and it crushed one of the workers there. My dad didn't eat for days, even though he wasn't directly involved. It devastated him. Not only did it hurt the business, but it just freaked him out. He would talk in his sleep, muttering things about firing people and saying sorry. One fateful day he approached me, said that since my school search wasn't going well, I should finally be a man and take over the family business. He said
Don't
one
do
day
that.
he was going to die, and that all of his work, sacrifice, and even that man's life would be wasted in vain. I just lost it. Teenage me just exploded at the thought. I screwed up. I said things I shouldn't have. He was having a crisis, and I pretty much spit in his face.
I was about to say that. It sounded like he was having a midlife crisis. Like, yeah, it's no excuse, but like it was definitely like him being like seeing his own mortality and being like, well, what happens when it's all over? It's like, well, what happens is you've hopefully done your best for your son to set him up. The business is like second, third, 17,000th. It's like just a means to an end. You don't want to make that your entire life. You want to put what's important first, which is your kids, right? Oh well. It's interesting. It's very interesting. I'm not sure how I'm going to get up on this particular thing, so I might have to go back around the long way. I know last time I worked out a way, but like, oh, maybe over there. Yeah, maybe over there. Also, I can't but notice that was a crashed ambulance. So is that related to the accident or related to something else? I don't know. We only know what we're given though, so yeah. I'll see if I can get around here and sort of circle my way back around, but I have a feeling that might be wrong. Okay. Okay, that is apparently wrong. Although I guess jumping down there is where we're meant to go eventually. So I think I just may have like not skipped anything, but like I definitely did come here early. So I think I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I made you believe that I actually knew what I was doing. Alright. Gonna go over here. And I'm just gonna go pick up these two lights. Pick up this big light. And maybe have one last little look around the sawmill just in case I miss some. It's very possible this is another example of me like coming here too soon. Oh, speaking of... Huh. Okay. Wait, wasn't there a light here? Did the light just disappear? Hold up. Am I blind? Wasn't there a light there? Like a digging spot? Huh. I guess not. I thought there was a digging spot there, but apparently no. It was just a... Okay. Interesting. Well, that's definitely one other way to go. There's actually several ways to go at the moment. I don't think going up to the sawmill will be one, but I reckon if there's going to be any more dots around, it's likely that we'll see them on the way. Okay. Oh yes, a hospital bed. Yeah, this must all be related to the accident, I'd imagine. Get well, get well, get well. I mean, it's clearly been established it was his business, right? Like, this lumberjack business was his. It's his baby. So, it's really not that important in comparison to your kid, right? Alright. Might just pause and and see if there's anything else around here. Otherwise, we're going to teleport back to the path of glowing lights. Hold on, there is something else up here. I was just going towards the lumber mill and I went over and it's like, this is looking very much like a house. It could be. Could be his childhood home. Maybe. I mean, it does have a fairly intricately carved woodwork thing. In fact, the whole house is made of wood. But he also said he didn't have time to build additions to his own house. Which makes me wonder, like, would this be his house? I mean, it's a likelihood. It's likelihood. There is unfortunately not a place to dig here, which means we can't really... He's not going to be like, oh, our childhood home was specifically quite dark at this time of time. It's like, yeah. But no expeditionary help to whether this is actually his house or not. That is definitely the sawmill. I can assume that's his house. But we don't have anything to go off right now, so I'm just going to walk straight back to that lighted pathway. And we'll see you there. Well, here we are back at the phantom light. I feel like I have to go watch the recordings to see if there was a light here that disappeared. But for now, we are in the lighted pathway. I was just thinking to myself, you know, this is actually using weather really well. Like, the second it was dark and scary, we knew it was going to be something sad or emotional in some way. Whereas generally, if it's lighter, it's just like general slice of life sort of stuff. So, yeah. And it should also be said I'm at 134 stars. So, either I've missed some, or this area is not over yet. So, oh no, I missed some. Oh no.
In the distance, the first tree illuminated the wasteland. She couldn't go home anymore.
Oh.
She did the only thing she was capable of. Moving forward.
Oh.
My dad died alone in the middle of the wilderness.
Oh.
I should have been talking to him more. I should have done a lot of things differently.
If the first tree on Earth brought life with it, if it taught the birds to sing and fly and showed saplings how to grow, what could it do for us?
I mean, I would imagine the first tree was actually just like, not actually a tree at all. Trees would have taken a lot of work. A lot of evolutionary work to get to. Like, I don't think there even would have been a first tree. There would have been like proto trees that led into a full tree. Like magically suddenly tree. But anyway. Sorry. I just don't want to be as sad as this poor fox is right now.
There was a letter I received yesterday from a name I didn't recognize, with a quote I can't stop thinking about. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. More and more, I'm realizing one important truth. Each of us have our own journey to the first tree. But sometimes I'm not sure I'm ready to take that first step.
You already have my love.
Oh. Wait. Hold up. First she awakens, gently asks this one last message the fox would tell her children. She replies back and says, oh, so all the stars we got were what? Like letters in a what, some sort of like game tweet? Okay. That's a little dark. I wrote it out there. Hmm. That's not fast enough. It's kind of just also want to say I'm a fox, I have no words, or like, but no. I've already started being serious. I probably should keep being serious. So, yeah, honestly, I know it's like, oh yes, as hard as you want, but then I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, I was not fast enough. It's like, that seems like something. Does that mean the game's over? Because if so, that was a shorter thing than I was expecting. And there's a lot more stars as well.
I guess her journey was over. But I have no idea. It was only a dream. A distraction from tomorrow.
I
Okay.
don't think dreams normally bring back to memory so many important feelings. Maybe it was just a dream, but it was also a gift.
Huh.
Yeah, I suppose. But tomorrow we're getting on a plane to the last place on Earth I want to be. The only person that would have made the trip worth it is gone.
You're going to see him and be with him one last time before you say goodbye.
Oh, going to the funeral. Gotcha.
I have one last quote for you by Emerson, sealed in an imaginary letter from me to you. It is the secret of the world that all things subsist and do not die, but only retire a little from sight and afterward return again. Go to sleep, my love. We have a big day tomorrow, but I'll be there with you every step of the way.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Good night, Rachel.
Good night, Joseph.
Don't know which other ways I could have went. There's definitely a time I could have jumped off that cliff, which may have changed some changes. But like, if that's the end, I'm not sure how things could, like, how I could find the rest of the stars. I thought I was doing pretty well, but the achievements have all sorts of things like find 5 secret items. Okay, hold up. Whoa, what? What the? Okay. This was about not what I expected. It's a what? I might be the no. I know where I think I'm most likely to be okay, no, it's definitely him. Like that's her. This is obviously my childhood home, which just confirmed that yes, the house we saw before was that. There's also moving crates there, so whether we're cleaning up his house or whether we're actually moving in, I'm assuming we're cleaning up his house because this is what happens when people die. But like, because we would have gotten this place. I just wasn't expecting the change of. Like, I thought the whole thing was just a deer. I know deer, a fox, but no. I can't open the front door. So yes, that was definitely his childhood home, because that was the same symbol we saw on the door. We also can see all the things we found before, the boat, the knife. You know, these are all the things we found before. So maybe this is like, you know, we're now over. I don't like how dark everything is. I wish I could turn some lights. I'm not a big fan of this darkness, but hopefully, I don't think it's meant to be a horror game. I really hope it's not meant to be a horror game. Okay, now that room is pretty scary, but I think it's his childhood bedroom. Big bad wolf picture on the wall doesn't help either. Nursery. Yeah, I'm just... Okay. I really wish we had the light. Okay, I don't appreciate... Okay, I'm a little bit concerned at this point. Oh boy. Okay, I wasn't expecting this to be a horror game. I really hope this isn't a horror game. Okay, I'm just gonna sit in front of it. Okay, well, these are all elements we saw earlier in the journey, right? So I think the big thing they want us to do now is probably go open that front door, and that's the one place I really don't want to go. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's got to be no one around. I really wish I could turn the bloody lights, though. I don't like darkness. I really don't like darkness. Okay. Okay. Definitely just... Where the hell am I even going? Oh, this is creepy. I mean, okay, there's got to be logical about this. We're currently what appears to be alone, except for her who's sleeping. We are basically alone in the middle of nowhere, right? The most dangerous thing around here is bears. No, it's probably each other, because like, I, I don't think we're gonna find any axe murderers out here. What's that? Thought I heard a crack. Oh, it was a crack. It was a crack of the garage. Sure why it was opening. Sure why it was cracking up on its own. Okay. I honestly don't know what the goal of this is, but I guess we just walk around and hope we don't get stared shitless before the end. I mean, I guess it wasn't over yet, but like... Oh, it's the sound. I heard sound. I was trying to work out where it was from. I think it's actually the sound of my footsteps. I don't even know if you guys can hear that or not. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of elements here we've already seen before, right? Like we're seeing the no trespassing sign, we're seeing a lot of stuff here that we've already seen before. So these were all like memories of his past. We already knew that was the case. But like, there's no clear sense of where to go at the moment. The lights have long gone, unfortunately. The ambience and music is also gone, which is interesting still. Because basically it's like, yeah, this is just real life now for this guy. And it's like, I mean, I can still jump, but, you know, I can jump in real world too. I just generally don't. Honestly, if I jumped as much in real world life as I do in games, I'd probably be a little bit fitter. Hold up. Oh, well, this is about the only way I actually haven't been. So, I guess this is the last place we can go down. Hopefully there'll be something there. There's a tent down there. Oh, oh, I think I almost broke my legs there for a second. I mean, I don't actually have any sounds, thankfully, but it definitely looked like he had a bit of a stumble on that fall. All right, guess I'm gonna go look over here. Oh, I click on the tent. MMRE, really? It probably
What the hell?
no. Probably tell the okay, maybe tell your okay. Maybe tell your partner before you go running off after a spirit wolf, but okay. Also, I do appreciate that they have this little animation in the corner for him as well as the wolf. That's a nice touch. Hey, Wolf, you wouldn't happen to know where the other sparkles are, would you? Like, meanwhile, the sun is coming up exceedingly quickly. And she's just like, where is that idiot? Oh, well, it gives me more time to write in my diary about my abusive father, who is much worse than this jackass's father. Seriously, this guy's like, so like, oh, it's so horrible, so horrible. Yes, it is horrible, and I appreciate that. That the wife opened up her heart too, and he was just like, oh no, it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't understand. It's like, I think you do. I think she does. I would have loved to have heard more about her story. Oh well, I guess it's two different stories to be told, I suppose. Hopefully they'll... Who knows, maybe it's been told in another game. We'll find out one day. At least the music's back. Guess with the fox. Ooh! Excuse me for a second. Aww. Okay, fine. I'll keep walking towards you. Don't get out of the way. I don't want a game over screen because I stopped to look at the butterflies. I think it's stopping when I get too far away. I can't.
What is this?
Your journey has only begun. My love will follow you forever. Oh. 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 Aw. Guess that was the end. Oh. I mean, it was pretty good. Not the best game like this I've played. I feel like the story was a little bit, could have done a bit more. The emotional payoff was hard, but like, it was still beautiful. The music, honestly, was pretty great. Yeah. I also appreciated the fact that they had the I also appreciate that they actually had the vocal track at the end. That was very nice as well. But overall, it's not a bad game. It's quite lovely, and I had a fun time playing it. So, yeah. I do wonder where the other stars were and all the other things that I apparently missed were. Well, apparently I did miss. But I don't. As I said, I'm not a completionist, so I'm not gonna go back and make a thing about. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Not a waste of time at all. It's just a lovely little storyline. So that's good. And I guess that's it. You may anonymously submit your statement to the first tree to an online moderated database, which may appear randomly to other players. I mean, yeah, but they didn't for me. So I wonder if that was the I wonder if that's what happens the next time you go through it or something. Let's just see what happens if I press enter again. Go new game. Does anything actually change? I mean, probably commentary mode would also be something I'd want to see what that does, right? Can I skip anything? No. That's another reason I wouldn't necessarily want to play through the whole thing again. Not that I would do it right now anyway. But like, honestly, this mum was a terrible mother. Like, wakes up, no pups around. It's like, okay. Commentary mode.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. Usually get back to sleep.
And honestly, a lot of the things which happened at
No,
the start
it's
never really
okay.
got paid out in the
What
later
else is on your
parts,
mind?
which is a little bit concerning. Because there's like the whole,
Seems
a child we may not have,
Most
and like,
vivid
oh, I've got
dreams
my
of
problems
life.
too, and you know, like,
Saw a
no, it's
fox
just so
on a
expecting a
snowy
little bit,
mountain,
you know, more.
just looking confused and
I'm
worried.
guessing that's one of the commentary
Those
nodes. So I'm not
eyes.
obviously going to go over and go to
Get
all
those
the
eyes
commentary
out of
nodes
my
because that's
head.
not what my goal is here.
She was running in the
But
windy
I am
snow,
going to just have a quick
looking
look
for
to
something.
see what that commentary
Do you
node
think it
actually
has to
looks
do with
like, and whether,
you
for
and
example, it might
what's
be
been
leading me
going
to
on?
other stars
I don't know.
that I wouldn't have otherwise
It was
found
just
on
a
my
dream,
own,
Rachel.
which
They're not
is
meant to make sense.
which is possible, I
A
suppose,
lot's
as
happened
well.
the past couple days, that's all.
So,
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway,
'cause this definitely
tell
wasn't
me.
here before, I don't
want
think.
to hear.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's different. That's definitely not. That's definitely new.
I'll try not to spoil too much since a lot of this game ties into the very last act, which is the epilogue, I call it. But you'll notice there's lots of items around, and that's kind of what the first tree is about, is like exploring this land and trying to figure out why they're there, what they were used for, and it's kind of explained that this is a dream for Joseph, but it's something different, and it's not supposed to be like your average dream. It's supposed to be something a little deeper. So pay attention to all the items that are around and try to figure out how they tie into the story.
I'm pretty sure I did that anyway, so like that's fine. Like I did that on my own, so yes, fair. Well, I guess I do appreciate the fact that there is that commentary mode. Like I do appreciate that in these sort of games, so I do like that as an idea. I don't know where my other stars would have been, or like what those quote-unquote secret items are, because apparently I'm meant to find 5 secret items, but I don't know if I found one. Like, it's yeah. It says discover all the secret and discover priceless treasures. So yeah, let's do this one more time, and
So it's usually at this point where people say something like, "This is not the kind of game I was expecting." And that happened a lot at PAX West when I showed it. We'd have little kids play it, but then they
Oh.
see a dead fox cub.
Oh yeah,
Or
that's
kit
nice.
is
Yeah.
technically the word, but cub sounds,
All right.
I don't know, it sounds better. Like Wes Anderson uses it in.
All right. I think that's it for now. So thank you for joining me. This has been the first tree. And if you like the look of this and you want to go back through and actually try and get all the stars, all the treasures, all the whatever else, listen to all the commentary, at least that gives you a reason to go back and do so. For me, though, I think I'm done for now. Decent enough story. So yeah, that's the most important thing, right? Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you join me again tomorrow for yet another episode of my Mountain of Shame, rather than a two-parter, because I don't think there'll be another there won't be another part to this, obviously. But thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.